Good morning. Welcome to the Appellate Division First Department admission ceremonies for today. Ms. Guerrero?
Good morning. It may please the court. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this committee on character and fitness. I'm honored to present 35 applicants to the court for admission to the bar. Each of these applicants has met all of the requirements necessary for admission to the New York State Bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each and every candidate here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant here this morning does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York. Therefore, I do hereby move for their admission.
Thank you, Ms. Guerrero. First off, let me thank you and your staff for all that you have done. Many of the attorneys during this pro bono in preparing these applicants for admission to the bar. So the thanks of myself as well as the court. So in anticipation of this motion, we met earlier this morning as a bench and we went over the motion, and the application is granted. At this time, the Deputy Clerk of the Court, Ms. Margaret Soa, will administer the oath.
Good morning, Justice Weber. Good morning, candidates. Candidates, please raise your right hands. I'll recite the oath in the form of a question. At the end, I'll ask you to unmute your microphones and respond by saying, "I do." I need to see all hands raised, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counsel at Law according to the best of your ability? Please unmute your mics and respond by saying, "I do."
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. You may lower your hands and please remute your microphones.
Congratulations to all. I ask that my colleagues please unmute their microphones, and just give a round of applause to the newly admitted attorneys. Thank you. So it is the custom of the court that one of the members of the bench give remarks to the newly admitted attorneys. And today that honor falls to myself. So again, on behalf of my fellow justices, I would like to congratulate the newly admitted attorneys. I would also like to congratulate their parents, family, and friends who have supported them both emotionally as well as financially. Now, traditionally in the admission ceremony, the justices would proceed into the courtroom. Ms. Guerrero, as she did today, would present the candidates for admission to the court. If the motion were granted, the court officer would ask that the candidates please rise and stand and raise their right hand. Ms. Soa would deliver the oath, and the officer would then ask the attorneys to be seated. That change in status from candidate to attorney would not be lost on the attorneys nor on the audience. Obviously, we would be in our majestic courtroom with its magnificent dome ceiling and the beautiful murals which line the walls, and not in our homes and offices. Please do not think that because we are virtual in any way diminishes your accomplishment or your achievement. In fact, what you have achieved in these trying times and what you continue to achieve is perhaps all the more commendable. You should all be very, very proud of yourselves and should definitely savor the moment with your family and friends. So when the idea of virtual admissions was first broached over 2 years ago now, it was met by skepticism by some. As you may have surmised, it required countless hours of planning, technological modifications, and a few miscues. However, we adapted, and that is the beauty and the hallmark of our profession. That is what being an attorney is all about. The ability to adapt, the ability to recognize an issue or a problem and find a solution, and the ability to work together to do so. We are still living in extraordinary times, and we are all confronted with extraordinary challenges, both personal and professional. However, we also are confronted with the ability to bring about change and to make a difference. the ability to make our world a safer place for each of us, our families, as well as our individual communities. And again, when I say we, it is because we are all in it together. We are all there to support, help, and encourage each other. There are many vehicles for making a difference. It may be volunteering to assist those less fortunate who are in need of legal assistance. It may be by serving as a mentor to current law students who are facing a myriad of issues which are multifaceted and which never have been faced by law students in the past. It may be by joining a bar association or by becoming more active in your law school or college alumni association. The practice of law is certainly in flux. And while this may be frightening and uneasy to many, it is also in many ways exciting. It allows us to think beyond what has been the norm, to explore new and arguably more efficient ways of practicing law. And it allows us to explore what we can be and what the practice of law can and should be. Now, with the oath that you have taken also comes a set of principles and obligations that now becomes part of your life forever, whether you remain a practicing attorney or not. For the rest of your days, you and your actions will be judged in light of your education and your status as a member of this profession. While many may see this as a burden, it is also an honor. Today is the birthday of Mae Jemison. And as some of you may know, Dr. Jemison is an American engineer, physician, and former NASA astronaut. In 1992, she became the first Black woman to travel into space. When speaking about her life and accomplishments, she stated, "Never limit yourself because of others' limited imagination. Never limit others because of your own limited imaginations." Those words by Dr. Jemison in many ways echoed those of Thurgood Marshall. Thurgood Marshall stated, "Each of you as an individual must pick your own goals. Listen to others, but do not become blind. Do not become a blind follower. Do not wait for others to move. Move yourself. When you see wrong, inequality, or injustice, speak out." So, attorneys, be true to yourselves. Plunge deeply. Make that decision to try. You all bring fresh ideas and talents to a noble and great profession. Again, my congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Justice Weber, and to all of the bench, all of the judges, and Ms. Soa can log off. And I will stay on with the new attorneys.